toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A slant route caught by Bateman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that ball to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, it went to the challenge.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Fields. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's Herbert. Right side to Williams. Down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays and try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. The Bears at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a mark partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. So it's stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation? I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. It's a short one here, complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 7-7, our score after one.
The score time, 7-7.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Buying time to his left. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, Fields. Caught left side, Williams. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Cook up the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On play action, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Herbert on first down now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Now a first down throw. Fields rolling to his right. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles. In the very first play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, if it's 2 in a row, would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Cook, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The extra point up and good, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Fields. It's Williams on the catch. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Pick it up. Better.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert now. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into into the game, that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Lions 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down and 4, Fields. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. To try again after the sack. Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On first down, it's Herbert. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now it's Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Lions 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Herbert. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Fighting through it, he's got space. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 42. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They snap it to Fields. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now Herbert. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Throwing, Herbert. Being chased out left. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Herbert going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Herbert to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. One last throw here for Herbert. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number one running option that you scouted and take away their number one receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason.